For the first time, the Vista Quest series has an actual story. Nothing crazy, but something that gives you a quick look into why you are saving the island. It turns out there's a sorceress terrorizing the nearby island of Costa Vista, and it is up to you to stop her. Not only that, but it also turns out she's your sister. Armed with your trusty yo-yo among other new abilities, it's time to put a stop to her plans. So there are a total of 18 levels, much less than Vista Quest 2. They're presented in more bite-sized chunks resembling mini platformers from the Game Boy era. You have ocean scenery, underground sections, and castle levels. Many provide a decent challenge, fast-paced action, and are nice to look at. The first world starts off pretty easy, and the next two ramp up to a point where you have to watch out for different enemies or new gimmicks. There are some returning ones like the disappearing blocks from Vista Quest 2, and of course new ones are introduced in the game, some in forms of special levels. Collecting coins off the main path allows you to play through these levels that are unique to the main ones. Here's the first secret level where you switch between upside down and right side up. Each secret level has varying degrees of difficulties. The hitboxes are the biggest change from the previous games, as you are finally able to jump on enemies without the fear of damaging yourself. There are still annoying instances, like the first boss fight where you have to jump on the owl's back at a weird height, but other than that, the game plays pretty well. You can't imagine how much of a relief it is to play through the game and enjoy it without being stressed. Oh yeah, and the Brambles levels from the previous game make a return. Luckily, there are only 2 this time around, and they are better designed. The wonky hitboxes of the spikes are gone, and since the momentum is a little less here, you won't run into the spikes by accident. Although the game is better in these areas, there are still instances of enemies or objects coming from off screen too quickly, resulting in my death throughout playing. This is probably my biggest issue I had with the game, but it didn't happen too often to make me want to stop playing. You can also turn off the yo-yo. This is an option for the attack. Previously you had to use the down direction in the last game, and I didn't really get into it too much, but it's how you normally attacked in Vista Quest 2, and oftentimes that would actually get me killed. Now you can actually finally have it on a button where it makes it easier to attack enemies while not having the fear of accidentally hitting down during a crucial jump. This, coupled with the hidden claws that you can find on a certain level, makes jumps less annoying. It's pretty cool when you're able to find the tools to make things more convenient without having it be like too easy, you know what I'm saying? I still had to be careful with my jumps, but it would save my life during certain parts. One of the key additions to Vista Quest 2 was the library. After collecting hidden cards throughout stages, you can read up on various NPCs from the library in the main menu. Small bios are always fun to read when there are unique characters and you're like, I wonder what they are all about. Each one displays what game they debuted in, likes, and a small summary about them. In many of these, they provide humorous information, and the cool thing is, this returns in the future Suits and Sandals game. I just love how small additions from each game were added to future ones in some way. It really shows how much Syax cared for creating a better experience for the player. It may not seem like a lot, but all of these small things really add up. Now, how about the music? I really like the renditions of the music in this game. There were, of course, really catchy tunes in the third world, my favorite world, even if it didn't really fit the design of the levels too much. There are also more sound effects for various enemies and objects. However, I do wish there were more because enemies like the plant attacks and the mo barrels caused me to die a few times due to the lack of sounds coming from them. Out of all of the Vista Quest games, everyone, Vista Quest Pocket is the one I would personally recommend playing. It only took around a little over an hour to complete, but it was time well spent on a short session of fun. With this being the last Vista Quest game created by Syax and Sandals, it will be interesting to see another game in the future as it is headed in the right direction. I guess we will see what lies ahead for our pink bandana hero, but for now, he can rest. It's time for the question of the day. What's one of your favorite Game Boy or Game Boy Color games? For myself, believe it or not, I actually really enjoyed the Mario Golf Pro Tour on the Game Boy Color. It was one of the first games I bought and really enjoyed for the Game Boy Color. Much different than what I expected, and I wasn't sure how to feel about golf as a kid. Let me know what some of your favorites are in the comments below. And if you want to discover something new or stay up to date with the series of videos I am producing, then consider subscribing. Here are 2 playlists that I think you will enjoy as we cover more Syax and Sandals content on this channel. Until next time, everyone, have a fantastic day.